5 cool mods for Fallout 4, the video where I show you just some cool or interesting mods that did come out at least semi-recently, although not necessarily in the past week. We have a different series for that one. There's been a ton of ports coming over to Xbox One over the past few weeks. There's a lot of really high quality content. I'm going to have a few more videos covering some of these other ones, and although we haven't been getting a ton of new releases, there have been some really high quality mods coming out for Fallout 4 over the past few months. It really is a great example of quality over quantity. That's pretty much it for the intro of this video. As always, I do hope you guys enjoy the content. If you do, I encourage you to consider subscribing. But with that, we'll jump into it with number 1. Tactical Animations is one of these ported mods. It came out for PC users over a year ago at this point in February of 2016. What this mod is going to do is change the third-person animations for your character when you do have a weapon drawn. It is replacing the vanilla character animations with those used by some different NPCs, and especially you'll see it on different enemies in Fallout 4. They use different third-person animations than your own character, and frankly theirs look a lot more tactical, and honestly, as displayed by the amount of downloads this mod gets, it looks a lot cooler than the ones your character uses by default. This mod was originally by Lord of War as part of his B90 armor, but then this mod author, Moviv, did port it over as a standalone mod, and now it has been ported over yet again to Xbox One users. If you play in third person, this mod is a no-brainer. It really is a huge upgrade to the animations you are going to be seeing, and frankly going to be seeing a lot of the time. Anytime you do have your weapon drawn, the animations are going to be totally different. If you play in first person, I still think this is a great mod to download. It really is just that much of an upgrade. The only part I really don't like too much about this mod is when you have a pistol drawn and you're running around, it almost looks like your character is just facing the ground. It's a little bit wonky, and I feel like that's an area for improvement in the future, but regardless, how often do we actually use pistols? If you're using any rifles or heavier guns, this mod again is a no-brainer. It's a huge improvement and one that I personally have been using for quite a while now. Spring Cleaning. This is another really old mod just getting ported over to Xbox One right now. This actually came out in 2015, December of 2015. More or less what this mod is going to allow you to do is get rid of a lot of the clutter that you're going to find around some of the different settlements in Fallout 4. I personally have built the most in Red Rocket, so I'll speak about that one, but when you're building a settlement there and you're trying to clear out the existing, it's very frustrating that a lot of the different rocks and just kind of crap that is scattered around stays even after deleting all the deletable objects. Spring Cleaning is going to allow you to remove everything and make your settlement look clean and refreshed, like someone is actually living there and caring about what it looks like. This is without a doubt something that should have been available in vanilla Fallout 4. Although this mod does an awesome job of integrating it into the game, you will get different scraps for some of the different items that you do scrap, as well as for some different settlements it actually allows you to take down some of the larger parts of it. Sanctuary is a great example. You can delete many of the different houses that are scattered around there, especially some of the broken ones that were otherwise an eyesore. Spring Cleaning is a must download. It has been in my load order pretty much since it came out. I've talked about this a few times in my channel, but if you're doing a proper settlement playthrough of Fallout 4, especially with the new release of Sim Settlements, I would recommend downloading this one. I'm only just now realizing that almost every mod in this video is a port from PC. Regardless, a lot of them are still pretty cool, and M's Abominations is the newest on this list. This came out only a few weeks ago for us PC users. What it adds in is a whole set of new NPCs into Fallout 4. There's a pretty wide variety here. It focuses pretty specifically on super mutants and mirelurks. They do have the most content added. It also does expand the subtype of mirelurks with nucleolurks and adding in a lot more creatures into that category. But even beyond that, it adds in a ton of standalone and unique NPCs. One of my favorites from this is a sentry bot crossed with a raider. It basically is a sentry bot with a raider sitting on top like he's operating it like a robot. It's meant to be a heavy enemy. All these are integrated into the level list, so as you are exploring through Fallout 4, you're going to start seeing them spawn around. There are almost no mods for Fallout 4 adding in new NPCs or even ones that change the way NPCs spawn. This one does both. It really is a great way to spice up your game, especially if you're going through a new playthrough. You're going to start seeing new, and some are lore-friendly NPCs, some are a little bit less lore friendly. I don't think anything is super outlandish that you wouldn't otherwise see in a Fallout game. Bethesda has stretched the boundaries with some of their creations in the past. This is another mod that I really view as a must download since its release. There are so few new NPC mods out there that this one really spices it up, especially with the amount of content it does add. The LeMat Revolver is a new weapon mod for Fallout 4 by Magnus. This is a mod author that has released a ton of different weapon mods in the past. He's most well known for some of his different lightsaber mods. He is what in my eyes is the best lightsaber mod, but he actually does really focus on different pistol mods and has released I think over 20 at this point. The LeMat Revolver is a pretty interesting weapon. Basically, this has two ways of loading the gun and two ways of firing the gun. The first way is a standard revolver style. You do have 9 44 Magnum rounds. It features custom sounds, which I actually think think could use a little bit of work in the future, and also some pretty cool break action animations. But this also has a shotgun shell in the middle. There is a totally different firing type where you have one shotgun shot that can come out of the revolver. Now the way this works in the game is you have to kit out each weapon as its own thing. You could have one that is firing like a normal revolver and then another one that is a shotgun shell. In the future, being able to toggle between the two would really make this weapon mod stand out in my eyes. There's a lot of detail added in here though. These have different animations, different sounds, and actually come out of different barrels of the gun. The top barrel is for the regular revolver and the bottom barrel, which is much larger, is for the shotgun shell. This is a very unique and cool weapon. Magnus makes some pretty high quality mods, and this revolver definitely stands out from the pack in a pretty distinctive way. There's without a doubt some room for improvement that I think could really set this apart as being one of the cooler weapon mods for Fallout 4, but right now it's definitely a cool one to download, even just to have it integrated into your level list. Femshepping's Autumn Fashion. Femshepping very recently did port many of his mods over to Xbox One. This is a mod author known for outfit mods. He has released some of the highest quality outfit mods on PC, and now having them on Xbox One is pretty cool. His autumn outfits are meant to be outfits that fit with the autumn theme. I personally think this is one of the more appropriate ones for Fallout 4. If you are using any of the different green overhauls, these outfits are going to go perfectly with the theme that does create in the game. Even beyond that, the Commonwealth and Boston is a cooler area. This adds in 3 different outfits. All of them are pretty similar, but have enough differences that each of them do feel unique in their own right. Femshepping again makes some really high quality content, and this is without a doubt only proving that further. It again is something that came out a little while ago on PC and is now only just being ported over to Xbox One. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this episode of Fallout 4 5 cool mods. I do hope you guys enjoyed as always. If you watched to this point in the video, comment water bottle down below. I haven't done that one in a while. As always, again, I really do hope you guys enjoyed the content. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.